I've traveled each and every byway, but much more than this, I did it my way. Nah, that doesn't work. Just doesn't work, guys. I'm not feeling it. This time I'm gonna let it all come out. This time I'm gonna step up and shout. I'm gonna do things my way. It's my way or the highway. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to the video. So that would be Frank Sinatra's My Way mixed with a bit of Limp Bizkit's one. I don't know. We're just making this crap up as we go along. Welcome to the video. Don't know what to really do today. I think this is kind of the season finale of this channel for the time being. Because as you know, I am in the middle of moving stuff. You know, the bookcases here have been gone for a while. They are coming back. They are going to re-debut on the channel. They're coming back. But, you know, it's more about like now I'm really thinking about move this bookcase. I've already moved one from over here from the last video. Now it's like it's crunching down now and trying to get everything moved. There's still stuff behind the camera like books and stuff in boxes still. But yeah, it's really time consuming. And I might pop up and do a video here and there, but I'm considering this the season finale. I can pause everything, focus on what I'm doing, and then hopefully come back sooner on the other re-debut thing. I also know that I haven't really been touching Jamie Toomey Gaming and Jamie Toomey, what's the other one I got? Sports, and then I've also got live. I've got too many channels. I need to like think about that. But they all have a purpose, though. They all have a purpose. What I want to do is kind of talk about like, you know, as a season finale, how do you make it satisfying? You know, we all saw what the boys did for the season finale, and some people were satisfied. I was kind of satisfied with the whole Homelander thing about how they ended that, but they could have done more in the whole season overall, I guess. But how do you do a satisfying season finale until the next season? That's the next question. How do I do one that's kind of going to be satisfying? Now, I did a 35-minute James Cameron video about ranking James Cameron videos. Hey, Aroldo, we had to go and talk about Terminator 2 in that one. Go and watch it. I know a lot of people haven't watched it yet because it's only got like 200 views, but it's a good video. That's kind of what that video is kind of the concept of like how more videos are going to be thought out and how, yeah, I'll still have pretty much no script because I can't bother writing script, but, you know, ad-lib it, but also have a structure of like, hey, let's rank a few James Cameron movies. Hey, what does it mean to have this much in the collection? Let's rank what I could have not bought, what I could have bought, you know? These are kind of videos I'm looking at. And when I do relaunch the channel, I'm not deleting any old videos, they're all going to be there, like don't worry, like I'm not getting rid of anything, like it's still going to be there. But with the relaunch, what I'm doing is trying to rebrand, or like not change the name of the channel, but like try to rebrand what I actually do on the channel. Like, you know, there's stuff that, I've got a lot of movies in my collection. When you see it here, there's so many people that say, you haven't unwrapped that, you haven't even watched it. Like one of the things is, oh, what was the thing? It's like the Kiefer Sutherland movie with the vampires. Is it Lost Boys? Is that the one? But I know a lot of people say you haven't watched that. And speaking about Kiefer Young Guns, I haven't watched that one as well. It's Kiefer's in that, yeah? But, you know, because I'm a Kiefer fan, I'm a huge 24 fan, but, you know, I need to watch those movies. I need to go back and watch Kill Bill as well. Now, Kill Bill is one of those movies that I watched the first one of. And I got about 20 minutes into it, and it wasn't for me. I knew it wasn't for me, so I kind of stopped and didn't proceed any further with watching Kill Bill. Now, the thing with Kill Bill is that Kill Bill was the movie in my teenage years that put me off watching Quentin Tarantino. Now, obviously, I went back later on and I enjoy Tarantino's filmography now, but I've never retouched Kill Bill. Now, I've got it on 4K because I just buy stuff. It's a problem. I'm pretty sure it's a problem. But, you know, I got it on 4K now. Both of them, Kill Bill 1 and 2. I hear Kill Bill leans into a bit more of the Western aspects, but I need to rewatch them. And I mean, it's one of Lucy Liu's best performances from what I hear as well. So, you know, I do want to go back and watch Kill Bill. I want to watch it through, give it at least a chance. You know, I watched all of Old through, even though that was a pain in the ass to watch that through. I watched all of Old through, so I want to watch Kill Bill through, you know, give it a chance. Let's watch it, even if I have to watch it in segments, watch it through, give them a chance. So that's what I'm going to be doing in one of the new series. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. I might call it Revisiting Movies That I Didn't Like, or I don't know, I'll figure out a flashy title for it. But that's one of the series that's going to debut, like going back and watching older movies. Likewise, watching movies that I haven't seen, like I finally watched. That's going to be a series, like I finally watched Lost Boys, or I finally watched, I don't know, freaking Jumanji with The Rock. I don't know. I haven't watched that yet either. But I've watched the, I'm a Robin Williams fan. I watched the Robin Williams one when I watched Jumanji. I'm like, oh yeah, this is Jumanji. But I need to give the Rock ones a chance because they've obviously got like 3 of them. What was I talking about? Okay, season finale. What I'm thinking about is I really want the channel to take its own direction again. I want it to be, not every video to be a rant video. Like, I know the rant videos do better. I know you guys don't watch the videos when I don't do a rant on something. So, I still want it to have its core of like, hey, I don't like this transfer. I still want to come on here and say, hey, the special editions of Star Wars are kind of crap, but also some people prefer these versions. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. And look at that cool box set. They gave us a really cool box set with the special editions. I mean, I'm still always going to prefer the pre-1997 unaltered versions, the theatrical, true theatrical, even though some of the pre-95 stuff isn't even true theatrical. But, I'm still going to prefer that sort of stuff. But, I can talk about, like, hey, why do I own the things? Talk a bit more about collector culture, That's what I'm going to try to do with the rebrand. Like, it's not going to be, hey, Jamie's completely changed the direction of the channel. It's still going to be physical media. It's just going to be, let's think out a few more videos. Let's do a bit more thought-provoking topics rather than just coming on here and saying, I don't like Terminator 2. Now, if you watch the James Cameron video, go and watch it. But, I think there's a lot of things to be said about how I do content on this channel, how I make videos. And I know this season finale is not going to be flashy or anything. I know it's not going to be something like we're going to do a song and dance and do I've had the time of my life and I've never... No, I'm not going to do that. It's not going to be like Dirty Dancing, It's not going to be something that's like... Except I just did Dirty Dancing, but... it's not going to be something like that, It's going to be something that's just like, hey, we're just pausing for a second. I'm going to come back, but I need to develop. I've already got like a note in my notes app on my iPhone, and I've got like a bunch of topics and a bunch of videos planned out. I've got so much in my head that I've already written down of like, yeah, I should do this topic, or hey, I should do this one, or hey, I should cover this, or hey, I want to watch, like one of the topics I'm going to do, and I've mentioned it a couple of times, is I now have the 2025 version of Jurassic Park and all of Jurassic Park. Like, I've got all the versions of Jurassic Park like on 4K now. So, except not the Jurassic World stuff. I didn't recollect Jurassic World with a Dolby or whatever. I think they already have Dolby or something with the ones I have. So, and I'm not that big on Jurassic World. So it's like Jurassic Park, yes, because I want to compare how the film looks. If it was shot digitally, I don't really give a crap. But, if it looks like, Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3, I want to go back and watch those on the 2018 restoration, the first 4K, and the new 4K. I want to watch both of them side by side. But then I also want to compare it against the DTS DVD, or like, the DVD versions in 4:3, and like, I want to compare them against different versions of Jurassic Park. Do you get more in those 4:3? Because, obviously it's more in line with open map when you watch on 4:3, and, watching those full screen ones. That's what I want to do. I want to do stuff like that, but I don't want to come in with a spectrometer and go, let's look at the little pixels on the screen and let's see if this changed and they did the or not of that. But yeah, when you're watching the movie, you watch it and say, did I enjoy it? Yeah. Did I not enjoy it? Nah. That's going to be such a stupid thing. But also, like, I want to do more videos like that. I want to have fun with it. But also, I want to make it not like a pain to watch. I know like 35 minutes on a James Cameron video is not a great thing. I understand that. I understand not a lot of people are going to sit there for 35 minutes watching me rant about James Cameron movies. And you know what? I think I stand by my rankings. Like, up to an extent, up to about everything above B to S, I do consider those actually decent restorations. Now, James Cameron, some people did call out, James Cameron on 4K is a crime against cinema. Like, yeah, it should be a scan and it shouldn't be DNR'd to death. It should be just, let's have the fans have the version that's great. I think, yes, there is questions about James Cameron's filmography on 4K. Yes, a lot of his releases do have DNR, and yes, to an extent, his 4K catalogue is quite poor in terms of how he's done it. But as I said, when you're enjoying movies, like if you're watching The Abyss, you're not going to sit there and be like, oh, look at what they did there. It's like, cool, I'm watching The Abyss. Okay, yeah, it could be better. It could be worse, I guess. But it's the Abyss. I'm watching it on 4K, and I can see the extra resolution there. Yes, it's being cleaned up to death. Yes, it has. But considering we're watching it on DVD before, like, take the win. Like, there was a chance, a very real chance, that James Cameron didn't even have to release those. That Fox didn't, or 20th Century didn't even have to release it because, Disney's whole corporate thing now is like, don't release it on Blu-ray, like in Australia at least. Don't put it out on Blu-ray. Let's just make them go to Disney Plus. So there's a very real chance we might not have even got The Abyss and True Lies. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there is a real incentive there of, hey, let's just take the win on those. We got a 4K version. Yes, it's not the ideal version. It's not the best thing we've ever seen. It could have been better. But we got it on 4K. Like, if the internet goes down, we got it. We own it now, That's the question. And my hair keeps popping out here on the side. It's really freaking annoying because it keeps catching my eye when I'm looking at myself because I'm Love Me Do. But what I'm saying is, like, go watch the video to see what I said. And I also ranked Terminator 2. You already know where I ranked Terminator 2. But what I'm saying is, like, I want to do videos that actually matter, I just want, like, yes, I do videos that matter, but, like, when I come on and say, like, the other deadly sins of physical media collecting, that did well. Like, it did 2,000 views. Like, that's good. That's a good video. But also, like, every video can't be the other deadly sins of physical media collecting. It can't be all that. It has to be something else. It has to be, okay, let's do a review of what I thought of this on 4K. Or, hey, let's mix in a bit of what I think about music. Like, I collect a lot of music on physical media. Like, I've got Meteora over here. I don't know where I got this. I probably got it from the Salvos for a few dollars. I already owned it, but I bought it because it was this special, like, artwork book. And yeah, I've got Meteora on this special booklet, digibook now. And it's also got the original price tag on there. I need to figure out how to get that off without damaging the art. I'm not going to even try that yet. And yeah, that's what someone paid for it back in the day. I got it for like a couple of cents, maybe $1. But, I want to talk a bit more about, like, why I collect stuff like this. Like, what's my music taste? You see a lot in these boxes here, like DVD boxes. I've got CD boxes as well, like, because I folded down my CD collection as well because I'm obsessed. But it's space, look at how much space I saved. Look at this. This is about this slim bookcase here with all the boxes in it. And the stuff down on the floor, just don't worry about it because I'm sorting crap. But all the way down to the floor, I'm not going to go all the way down because it is looking filthy down there. It's not filthy, it's just unorganized. But when I have all these boxes, each of these boxes are probably about, I would say, 150, 200 movies on DVD. I've got HD DVD up the top, but, I think HD DVD might have like 130 in it, but that's not completely at capacity. Stuff like this is like, I've probably got, what's this? Let's just say 150 per box. Let's do a general look at how many could probably fit in this one bookcase here. So let's say 150, 300, 600, 900, 1200, 1500 if I'm counting 150 per box. In this tall Billy bookcase, 202 centimeter, I could probably fit about 1500 DVDs. Compared to if I had them stored in the actual bookcase that's already been taken up by 4Ks, I could maybe fit about 600. I've tripled the capacity, and that's how I'm looking at stuff. If it's a smart move, I do it. If, yes, people don't have to agree with it. People are like, oh, but wouldn't you ruin your discs? Or, hey, what are you on about? Like, you don't do that. Oh, I will show you something, though. I will show you something. It's out here. Let me go and get it because I don't plan these videos out. You already know I don't plan these videos out. I'm just going to grab the first three seasons, and I might just grab the entire box set. I've got a couple of things trying to recover things. Because I recently, I've had these in my collection for a while, and I'm trying to recover them. I'm trying to recover them on, like, Disc Utility and Make MKV, because I own them, I own these, but there are seasons of On the Buses that I bought back in the day. I don't know where I bought this one from. I might have bought it from Bathurst when I was moving through Bathurst. I think I bought it from when I went somewhere inland or, like, up the coast or whatever, in maybe Dubbo somewhere. I bought this a while back, a long time ago. I don't know when exactly, but maybe during the COVID, or like the 2020 era. We can't say that word still, I don't know why, but this box set, I'm seeing some discs in here that might be damaged or might be poorly written to, or I don't know what the deal is, but there's certainly discs in here that don't play. And especially with seasons 1 to 3, I've noticed them particularly. Season 4, I can recover like one disc. Season 5, I'm kind of testing at the moment to see if there's any recovery, like any data to recover on there. These 3 seasons are not playable on anything at the moment. Not the DVD player, not the PS5. not a Windows machine, not a MacBook or anything. Like, these just aren't recoverable, no matter what I do. And look, the discs, they're not even really rotted. Like, I'm looking at the discs, and they're like pristine. There's no disc rot, there's no warping. I'm looking at it, there's no warping. There is nothing to indicate that this disc shouldn't play. So that's why I'm saying it might just be a poor rip of how it left the factory. There's no real evidence to say this disc doesn't work. But that's what I mean. Like, there is something about this sort of thing where it's kind of stumped me, because usually I know what to look for. I know, like, oh, it's got disc rot, or hey, could it be in poor encoding? Then I can use disk utility and maybe recover it, or make MKV and recover it. But at the end of the day, like, it stumped me because they're not even reading on PC, and you'd at least assume that if putting a DVD into a computer, you would at least be able to see the DVD and like see like some recovery options. So that's why it's stumping me, and I don't know who did this one. I think it was Shock. Shock released this one, and yes, it's ITV. ITV own the show, but I'm saying, like, Shock, if you know what's going on with these, if there was a known error, like if anyone from Shock watches my videos, the Shock Entertainment in Australia, like that little, let me see, that little brand right there. If anyone from that brand, like, watches my videos, is there a known error with these? Like, is there something where you guys know, like, hey, on the buses on DVD has always been a problem, that's why we re-released it or whatever after the fact? I know there was another release like in 2023 or something, 2022, 2023, so maybe the initial release had issues, maybe? But yeah, this is the only one I've really noticed that I'm like, okay, what is wrong with this box set? Like, I would assume, like, if it was one DVD, like, oh, disc rot could have got to it, or hey, warping could have got to it. But when it's like 3-4 seasons, or most of the discs in the collection that are just not working, then I have to ask, okay, if it's that many DVDs, was there some sort of encoding issue? Was there some sort of thing where, you know, a lot of things say anti-piracy or whatever, and sometimes that just ruins the way to play it later on. Maybe it's an expiry thing. Maybe they put something to expire on here after a certain set of time. Like, maybe they had a license that expired in 2020, and maybe it hit 2020 and then the license expired. We don't know. I've tried a recovery option. I've tried it on a Windows machine that's running an older version of Windows, and yeah, nothing. So I'm stumped with that one. I'm completely stumped with what's went on with these three, like, and especially the box set. As I said, some discs in here are actually working, some aren't. Maybe it was just stored in the sun. I don't know. Maybe it was just stored in a very hot environment. Maybe climate got to it. But I would at least see like disc separation or something. Like, this one, I kind of half noticed that there is some, like, I think this one kind of is warped, or like there's some sort of disc rot. I think there is disc rot on this one. It's got kind of like a round circle underneath it. But I've cleaned it up. I've had a look. And even the ones that don't have that, not even the ones that don't have that are playing. Like, you know, there is clearly something weird going on with this box set. So I've been trying to diagnose it. If you know what's going on, I think that one's maybe warped or maybe rotted. Season 1 I can actually understand because I can see visual evidence. I don't understand the rest of them. I really don't. This was meant to be a season finale, and I've went ranting on the buses. I don't know what I'm doing. I've also been selling consoles, so I've been selling stuff. So like, or like trying to get rid of stuff, like trying to at least get my money back out of it. Like, just to be like, okay, I'm going back to PlayStation. So what I'm doing is I'm going back to my base. I've always been a PlayStation gamer. I've got the PlayStation logo right up here. I've got a PlayStation thing. This lights up, by the way. I should probably put some batteries in it. I've got like that sort of thing. But I'm a PlayStation gamer. I've always been a PlayStation gamer. Now, I do have Xboxes. I have Xbox. I've had a bunch of Nintendo consoles that I've sold recently, trying to get rid of. Obviously, just trying to get my money back out of it. I've taken a loss on a lot of them, but just trying to get rid of them to clear space. But I've sold a lot of my videotapes. I just have too much stuff. And too much stuff that just isn't getting used. So how do you solve a problem like that? You need to look at, okay, I have too much. How often am I playing Nintendo Switch? Not at all. Basically, I never even turned the thing on for 6 months. So I sold a lot of it, just got my money back out of it. And I took a loss on it. I took a pretty steep loss on some of those. But at the end of the day, it lets another collector go and enjoy that console. Same thing, I don't know about my Nintendo 64 console. I'm kind of like on the fence about selling my N64 because I am kind of half nostalgic for N64. And I'm also like, look, I'm a big fan of N64. If out of all the Nintendo consoles over time, N64 was my console. Like, it was the one that I remember playing StarCraft on. Now, StarCraft cost a stupid amount to get again. I sold my copy about a decade and a half ago for like 500 back in the day, which it had the box, it had the actual art, like the actual booklet, it had like, it was mostly complete, but the box was kind of, could have been better. but those boxes go for stupid amounts now. Even to just get the game, the cartridge, which honestly, I just want the cartridge, that's like 500 on its own, which I could probably justify if I eventually got to it. I think CEX sell them now, or they still charge a stupid amount for them, but like, I could pick and choose and go like, okay, this version has all the specs that I want. It is the Australian version. I could probably pay 500 for that and have the nostalgia of enjoying it on an N64 because that's the way I enjoyed it. But also, I love StarCraft. Like, I've played, that's one of my all-time favorite games. Like, in terms of how many hours I put into StarCraft, it's up there with Minecraft and like even GTA 5, like GTA 5 Online. It's up there. You know, Tony Hawk Pro Skating's up there as well. Like, in terms of my all-time games that I've played the most, Crash Bandicoot as well. But I would have to say StarCraft is probably at the top, or like close to the top. If I'm counting like over time, Minecraft is right there, and StarCraft is right there with it. So, you know, StarCraft is right up there. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, there is a mindset that, should I sell my N64? It doesn't fit into my modern entertainment setup. I'm trying to downgrade so I can like fit more. Now I have two versions of PlayStation. I might sell my fat PlayStation and keep the slim one, super slim, because I'm more nostalgic for the super slim one, because that's my, like, it's not my actual one. My old one broke ages ago, so I wiped the hard drive. I couldn't recover anything from it, so I was just like, meh. Plus I want to play the game through again. Most of it, I've got the trophies and that, so I should actually just play the game through and get the trophies again, but that could be a fun thing. And, you know, part of what I'm trying to do with the channel is, I don't know if I want to play those games through again. I might jump on Toomey Gaming and enjoy a Nintendo 64 game. Now, I'm not going to really play it on stream or anything, because I know Nintendo cease and desist everyone. I know they kind of have a problem with people playing their games online, so I won't even touch their games. But, you know, I could talk about it. I could talk about StarCraft and put, like, on the N64 and say, like, why that was so nostalgic for me. Like, why... I have the PC version. I've played the PC version a lot. But for me, something about the N64 is just classic. It's just like, for me, that is the version I grew up with. That's the version I like. I like the N64. You can play it on a console and that. I wish they'll bring it to PlayStation 5. Like, I've also got, I downloaded recently Age of Empires 2 on the PS5. I don't know if... I haven't tried to play it yet. I think you can put a keyboard into it. I wouldn't mind seeing what that runs like on the PS5, but the fact that Age of Empires is on the PS5, I know it was like some stupid amount because I got Age of Mythology with it, and I got the definitive, like the complete editions. I think I paid like $70 for it, and I was like, you know what? For a game, yes, it's an old game. It's the definitive edition. It's remastered, whatever it is, whatever specs and whistles, bells and buzzwords they're giving it. Yes, it is a game that I'm nostalgic for. Yes, I will play it. It's just a matter of... I also got put in the bad sport for blowing up, like, doing things to people on GTA Online. It's the first time in a decade I've been put into bad sport. Like, I'm in there for 2 days at the moment because I'm on my different account. My old account got put in there for a year back in the day because, yeah, I used to just be an idiot on GTA Online when it first started. I used to drive around the map playing Justin Bieber over the headphones as loud as I could, like my Bluetooth headset, and just like trolling people. So yeah, I got put in there once for, I think it was a year. I think I got put in there for a year, and that's when I switched accounts, and then my new account never got put in bad sport. But for the first time in a decade, I've been put in bad sport in GTA Online because, I don't know, I was just having fun. Like, there was these idiots on, I call them potters. I call them, like, because they drive around on these MK2s, and I use the Terator. Like, I can beat everything with Terator. Just go to the airport at GTA Online and just let them follow you, because I know how to do a trick in the Terator where you can spin around really quickly and then jump back and get them. So let them chase me. Like, I let them chase me and get all confident, like, I'm going to get in with them, and you hear them lock on, and then you spin around real quickly, and then the way to do it is you have to hit a post. You have to be close to a post. Hit the post as you're hitting the acceleration, as you're hitting L3. Boom, hit that post, spin around, then go backwards, lock onto them, fire. And it always gets them. They're always, like, stumped when I get them like that. But also, yeah, I've been put in bad sport for, yeah. And sometimes I just have fun on there. Like, if someone's driving around in an insurgent, I'll just be like, screw your insurgent. You're running around trolling people online, so I'm going to come and get you. If it's someone moving supplies, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, I'll protect them and move them across if they need some help. But if it's someone just being an idiot in their insurgent, and then it throws me in bad sport, I don't get it. Geraldo, this isn't even the topic we were meant to be freaking talking about. Go and watch James Cameron video, by the way. What do we want to finish? Like, this is the season finale. This is the last video for a while. What are we doing? What are we covering? Because I want to know, like, what should we cover in this video? Like, this is the last video they're going to have for a while. I feel like we should give them something. We should give them something to remember. Like, not a song and dance, not like, step back, step back. That's a fact. Step back. You know, if you know that song, like, classic Vince performance. If you don't know about that, go and watch Vince do a little line dance with a bunch of people and then, yeah, step back. Yeah. And then look at Hogan playing the guitar in the back and all the wrestlers and listen to me, brother. Ah, jeez. What are we doing, Geraldo? What are we doing with our lives? I don't even know what we're doing with our lives, you know, like. So, if you know any good topics, like, and I've got topics already, like, I do see comments, I do see them, I don't react to everything, because one thing about while I'm on this video, because I'm trying to make this video a bit longer, because I'm trying to let you guys have something to, like, watch again and again, like me just ranting about stuff. But this is something you can watch and have fun with while I kind of put things on pause. But I do see comments, I do read the comments, but I don't react to everything as much as I used to, because the way my comments work is that now when I post a video, I'm seeing a lot of comments. I'm seeing the previous ones. I go through the studio app and I see a lot of like comments from all over. I go to my latest video. I always check out the latest comments on my main videos. Like I always check when I post something, I'm like, oh, what are people saying about my new videos? But then what I'm doing is I'm going back looking at older comments. I'm seeing, making sure that people just aren't being trolls in my comments, like just putting out stupid things. I might have to block a few people when they do that, but I'm reading everything. I read stuff, but also I can't react to everything. And I'm trying to keep an eye on everything, but you keep in mind I've also got like 4 channels now. I am looking at doing stuff with the channels. I am coming back to gaming. I am coming back to, what's the other one? Sport. I'm coming back to sport. I'm coming back to life. Just give me a second. But I'm trying to get that, like the extra little step, you know, I'm trying to get it there. I'm trying to get it like, okay, should I maybe merge gaming back in? Because what I'm really talking about is like gaming, but also like the physical media side of gaming, like the discs. But also, like, I want gaming to have its own thing. Like, gaming is its own thing. I want it to be its own thing. That is really, like, I don't want to do playthroughs because I don't want to risk copyright on there, but, like, talking about games on there is just kind of fun. Like, when I don't want to talk about movies and I've got my movie collection behind me, I don't want to just talk about movies all the time. I want to talk about games like Crash Bandicoot and, like, playing Crash Bandicoot on PS1 and the innovation it was. I mean, we had Sonic before that. Like, I had Sonic on the Sega Mega Drive, or Genesis in America, Genesis. But in Australia, we had the Mega Drive too. I had Sonic back in the day. Sonic was really one of those innovations graphics, because before that I was playing at Atari, like Atari 2600. Hey, Activision games were good on Atari too. I've got some games over here. I don't know. I was like Chopper Command. I've got a box of Atari games, and there they go. I'll try to get some. Let me just see if I got them here, because as I said, I'm trying to make this video longer. I am talking. I am mulling. This was also a good game, by the way. I used to play the crap out of this on on Game Boy. I've also I also sold all my my Pokemon games about a decade ago, right before like Pokemon Go became a thing. I sold them in like 2014, maybe 13, and I think I got like, for all the boxed games, like 6 boxed games. I had the yellow, blue, red, gold, trading card game, and puzzle. I think I sold all them for like 500 box, like pristine box and everything. I know those things go for like thousands now, but also at the time, like, that was a fair value. You know, this was at a time when it was collectible, but it wasn't collectible. Like, it hadn't went through that resurgence yet. I also sold all my original Atari games back in the day, which I kind of regret. I should have kept the Atari games. And I know they don't have much value, so I've already collected them all. I got Spider Fighter here. Spider Fighter's alright. I think in here I've also got like Pac-Man or something. I don't know. They're all the way at the bottom. I'm not going to fish them out of all the way at the bottom. I'm just seeing if I can see Chopper Command so I can show you Chopper Command. You know, guys, if you're bored by this video, you don't have to stick around and watch it. I know a lot of people say in my comments sometimes, this could have been a 5-minute video, and it's like, well, you watched it. You don't have to stay here and watch it. Nobody put you here and said you have to watch it. It's like people who complain about the UFC in the White House. It's like, well, you didn't have to watch the UFC in the White House. They're like, I didn't have to watch, like, this was a terrible broadcast and that. It's like, well, you watched it. The biggest statement would have been not to watch it. There's Chopper Man, by the way. Iconic. I don't know whose one this is. Does anyone know Buckley? Buckley, I've got your copy as well. I found this a while back. I've got a clean version here. It's got kind of like, the label's kind of moldy, or like old. You can tell it's really old. But also the game works. I've tested it. It works. It's good. But I also got Buckley's copy. Buckley, I've got your copy. um, okay, we're just ranting on. Oh, no. One of my all-time favorites here. One of my all-time favorites. I got Lisa and Todd's version. Lisa and Todd? Is that them? Anyways, I got your version, Lisa and Todd, of Frogger. Classic. I also need to get Space Invaders. Space Invaders on Atari would be great to have on this. I need to get that. And Dig Dug. Now, in terms of games I played the most on Atari 2600 back in the day, because I'm that old, keep in mind I'm a 90s kid. Like, I didn't grow up with an NES. I grew up with an Atari, like, until a certain point. I also had a Game Boy, but most of it was my sister's. But, you know, a lot of it, I grew up with Atari, and one of the main games was Dig Dug. Like, that was a game, like, for me, that I was big on. I was like, Dig Dug, I want to play Dig Dug, because it's like, it's blowing up, like, people chasing you and, like, all that stuff. I've got a lot of, like, collectibles here that I need to sell. Like, I'm not selling my Atari games. Like, I've already decided, like, for me, the nostalgia of Atari is, like, that was one of mine. Like, that was me. I do need to get a Sega. I need to get a Mega Drive so I can get Sonic in that. I do want a Sega, but I don't know. I have my 64, but I'm still on the fence about whether I sell my 64, because I know 64 goes for a lot of money, but also, like, I'm not playing it as much. But also, sometimes I will have that sudden urge to fish out of the box here, GoldenEye, and play a bit of GoldenEye. Sometimes I will have the urge, if I don't fall over when I'm grabbing it, to play Banjo-Kazooie, and that's a boxed copy, a nice box copy. I've also got a thingy, what's it called, an expansion pack in the box. You know, I've got a lot of accessories here. I've got a lot of WCW games. I've also got Chef's Love Shack, or whatever it is. What is it? Yeah, Chef's Love Shack. If you remember that game for Nintendo 64. I've also got the original South Park game there on 64. But, you know, this is what I'm thinking about. I've got a lot of wrestling games like No Mercy and that on 64, which a lot of people can... If you're not in the know about wrestling games on 64, like especially No Mercy, people can tell you about that in the comments. I've went for 31 minutes, jeez. Or, I don't know if I'm going to chop down at the beginning, so it might be 31, might be 32, I don't know. It's 32 saying on my clock at the moment, so... we should probably end this, Geraldo. We should probably end it. Yeah, what do you guys want to know? What do you guys want to see? Like, drop suggestions in the comments of stuff you want to see from the rebrand. But it has to be something that I can do, like, as a bit of a series. I don't want to do stuff that's so niche that it's not going to have an audience, you know? Like, going back and revisiting films, like, hey, I didn't like Kill Bill when I was a kid, or, like, a teenager. I'm trying to rewatch it for the first time in 2 decades. Let's see what I think of it now that I'm an older mind, and I have an appreciation for Tarantino's work now. Like, I always had appreciation for, like, Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs. But, like, you know, going back and revisiting the movie that put me off Tarantino's work might be an interesting video. I'm just saying, it's an interesting topic. But that's the way I'm thinking about it. Like, going back and watching movies for the first time, like that Kiefer one, Lost Boys with the Vampires or whatever. I've obviously seen Stand By Me. You don't have to talk about, like, go and watch Stand By Me. I've watched it. I should probably watch it on 4K, though. I don't think I've watched it on 4K yet, but I've watched it many times. It's a great movie. Is it, what's his name, Jerry O'Connell in it, River Phoenix, like, it's a great movie, and then, obviously they find something, and, yeah, I can't really talk about that online, because, I don't know. I don't know what I should do with my Columbia Classics. I've got my Columbia Classics, but, like, I'll probably keep them, because one of them's got Oliver in it. I'm never selling Oliver, because that's, like, consider yourself at home, consider yourself part of the family. It's clear we're going to get along. But, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just delaying the inevitable here, ain't I? I'm just delaying ending this video because I know it's kind of a pause for a second and let's figure out stuff. Yeah. So the channel's not going to be posting for like a month or so, maybe a few weeks, maybe a month. I might push it to a month, but I reckon it'll just be a few weeks. I reckon until I get the big bulk of this sorted now. I've got Dragon Ball figures over here in a box, like a bunch of figurines. I haven't figured out what I'm doing with them yet. I might just sell the box. There's probably about 50 to 100 of the, like, these are Bandai Namco kind of like figurines and that. I've got the bases as well, but, you know, these sort of things. I'm kind of figuring out what to do with them, but I've got a lot of those in the box. I've got Grandistas. I've got a few of, like, a bit of everything. But it's like, I kind of want to keep them because they are cool for a setup, and also, I don't know, later on down the line, like in a decade or so, like, I might want to do a setup with them. I might want to use them again. I've already decided I'm going to sell all my old wrestling figurines from when I was a kid. I've got Undertaker. I might keep Undertaker because I'm really nostalgic about the Undertaker one with the jacket and the hat. I think it's Ruthless Aggression 14 or 15 or something, maybe 16. Actually, I think it's 16. But I'm also trying to sell the wrestling figures. If someone comes along with a wrestling figure offer and says, hey, we want the Hell in a Cell, because I've got a Hell in a Cell, I might just sell it. I've got the Real Sounds Arena, but I'm trying to sell them. Like, there's a lot of stuff here that I'm just kind of like, it's bloat for the collection, but also how often am I really appreciating them? But we've delayed long enough. It's 35 minutes. We're going to end at Geraldo. I think 35 minutes is enough for you guys to enjoy for about 4 weeks, isn't it? Go and watch the James Cameron video. I need to get those numbers up. I need to pump those numbers up. Go and watch the James Cameron, ranking James Cameron's videos. It's the last video before this one. Go onto my channel and look at it. I need to get more numbers on that video. It's only hit 200 and I'm happy about that video. If you want to see what the rebrand will look like, it's going to have cool backgrounds. I've already kind of put the logo in place. I put the logo and the header for the channel in place. It's going to be kind of like this galactic thing of like Universal Media and stuff like that. It's like, you know, it's going to be kind of like that sort of thing. Lean into the space vibe. And, you know, sci-fi is going to be featured. You know, horror is going to be featured heavily in my rebrand. I am going to... A lot of the movies I said, I did a previous video on a lot of horror movies and stuff, like taking them out of the collection, saying I'm never going to watch this, I should probably sell it. I can say I've merged them back in. I am not getting rid of Rosemary's Baby. It is Polanski, so it might take me a minute to get around to it. I don't know about watching Polanski, and I also don't know about watching Woody Allen as well. I know Woody Allen's not associated with that, but also this is how I feel about certain directors. I don't know if I want to watch Polanski. And I know people are like, oh, but the art from the artist. I don't really watch Polanski. I don't really watch Woody Allen. And it's like, do I want to watch them? People say Rosemary's Baby. I should probably... Blue Jasmine, I should probably watch them. But it's also like, it's Woody Allen. And it's like Polanski as well. Like, I don't know. You know, I don't know about certain people, you know. I don't know about watching their artwork. But Rosemary's Baby, I know people say Rosemary's Baby. You should watch Rosemary's Baby, Jamie, because you need to watch Rosemary's Baby. Go and watch Rosemary's Baby. I will watch Rosemary's Baby. Just leave me alone about it. I just need to work myself up to be like, okay, I'm going to watch a Faye... What's her name? Faye, whatever her name is. Dunhill? I don't know. But I will watch it. I know about her movie. I need to watch Polanski. I need to watch Rosemary's Baby. I know about it. I know about it. Leave me alone about it. I will watch it. Don't know when. Might be a year. Might be a decade. I don't know. I will get around to it. First, I'll watch Lost Boys. I'll watch all the Kiefer stuff first. But then, yeah. We've dragged this on for 37 minutes. It's time to end it, Geraldo. How do we end this? Do we do a song and dance? Do we do like a tap dance and like talk to these people? What do you reckon? I don't know. Do you reckon we should put some end screens? I reckon I'll just do one end screen on this video. I reckon one end screen is good enough. I reckon if I step to this side and put the big James Cameron one over here so you can go and watch it and get the numbers up on it, we're going to make them watch the James Cameron video because I'm happy about that video. I'm happy about it. We're going to put it as a big screen and then watch all my other stuff as well. Like, but go and watch the James Cameron one. I'm happy about the James Cameron one. Just go and watch it. I'm happy about it. Go and watch it. And then I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.